Hello everybody, today I'm going to be delving into a video idea that I didn't expect to be doing, but it kind of came to me in spur of the moment, so I figured I'd get it all over with now so I can kind of get my thoughts on it out there. I was playing a game on itch.io based off of the old SCP-087 story, and it reminded me of when I started my YouTube channel forever ago. I have a bunch of private videos from when I was a little teenager making videos on YouTube, and one of the first ones I did was based off the stairwell game from SCP-087. So I figured as soon as I saw one on itch.io that was the same, I played it, and it made me actually kind of mad. So I figured, why not go and revisit every single iteration that I can find of this game. And some of these are on itch, some of them are on Steam, some of them I had to dig to find. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm just gonna throw you guys into it right now. It's essentially all of the different playthroughs. They're really short, so don't worry about length here. All right, this is SCP-087. This is the third version of this type of game I've seen, which is very interesting because I feel like this one and the one that I played originally are very similar. But yeah, let's hop into it. Yeah, the design very similar, but yeah, no, let's climb down these stairs. This is going to be less horror for me, but more introspective because okay, is an unlit platform staircase. Yep, and those text screens are too quick for me to read. Neat. Let's just keep going then. Walking down these stairs really quickly, I do feel like in order to capture some of the essence of the 087 SCP, if we were going to put it in game form, yeah, the darkness, this works. But I feel like the thing that kind of really matters here is making it so I can see at least the bottom of the staircase, just see that it just keeps going down. Or at least just give me one more foot of detail, or meter if you're not from the US. And then on top of that, I want to hear my footsteps. I want to hear them echo. I feel like I'm not really hearing that echo. Also, I can't read that, it's too quick. It's just a whole paragraph in front of me before I can even process what I'm reading. But I do like the sound design. Some of the extra stuff. You can hear the sound of crying beneath you. You can estimate that the source is around 6 flights down. Well, at least it takes us 0.2 seconds to climb down 6 flights of stairs. Multiple... yeah, I can't. That's too much. That's too quick. Look how fast we're descending. There's nothing that says that this is supposed to be in fast mode. But we're running down these stairs we're jumping down them. Hey, oh, look. Question mark. A loose piece of concrete is broken off and fallen down. Yep. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Man, I feel like I'm coming off as kind of a downer here. Oh my goodness, there was a little face there. I'm not trying to do that, I just... Sometimes reality versus expectations is a little off. Wow, look at that. Did you see that? A hole in the wall. I hope if I look in, nothing pokes me in the eye. Yeah, what's in there? Oh my god. I think that was kind of a cool detail. That was a cool detail right there. Can I continuously look into the hole? Interesting. Yeah, the sound design is really nice. Some of these After Effects, these are really cool. This is neat. The corruption of the staircase itself is pretty neat. But like I said, I just feel like I'm flying down these stairs. Like, if this was real life, I would have fallen down these stairs just from the sheer speed of going down them. I feel like I would have missed a step and tripped. We got these weird spikes. Wow, they're really throwing all the flashing imagery at us. Oh no, it's blood! That's not blood. That's strawberry jam. Alright. I'm sure this information's like really imperative to the lore. Interesting. Yup. Okay, I've been contained by the spikes. Am I getting thrown down? Well, now I'm just going down the stairs faster. I'm surprised I didn't, like, crack my skull against, like... Okay. Well, I got a good job sticker. Oh my god, it got smaller. Alright, well, that was a game. Okay, this is... Okay, alright, we're at the endless staircase, I think. Or is it just called SCP? At least in the game file, that's what it's called. And it's these rounded edges. This is what I remember. See, it's like I could see just further enough down that there's another row of stairs here. But it's not like completely pitch black. I can kind of tell a little bit of what's going on. See? I can instantly see this curve here. It's very game-changing compared to the last one we were just playing. And the thing is that I am gonna say that I remember this game specifically. This was the game I remember Let's Players playing when I was still watching YouTube, and there's a number here. That was always something that I thought was important for this specific type of game, is if we were going to emulate the SCP-087, then the staircase has to have some numbers to let you know how far down you are, just to create further tension within the player. Like, the player itself is just sitting there, and they're just like, I don't know how far down this is going to go, but the number just keeps going up. 5? Like, yeah, 5 flights of stairs, big whoop, right? But when we start to get to the double digits, that's when the realization starts to hit. Like, getting back up from floor 6 is going to be harder than getting up from floor 5. I mean, we're going down easy street right now, just going downstairs. But can you imagine having to run back up all these stairs? And as I was saying before, this is definitely the game I remember the Let's Players that I watched back in the day play. And this got me hooked on SCP when I was younger. I was obsessed for a while. I was on the website reading all the wiki and stuff. And that was like way back when I was in like high school. It was a completely different landscape back then as to what it is currently with the SCP franchise, where you've got games like 5K and stuff, and the SCP Containment Breach game is like completely fully realized, and you've got like the multiplayer version of that. That one's really fun. I'd like to do a video on that someday. Maybe like with the community, if they're into that. If you guys were ever like, let's all get together as a community and do like a game thing. Of course, I would do that with like games like Urge as well, since I have some of y'all here from back when I was uploading Urge videos. I'm sure some of you would get really excited for the idea of like, oh, let's all get together and just chill in the weird Florida sim. Anywho, I'm gonna focus on this game real quick. We're officially in the double digits. We're on unlucky number 13, and yeah, no, it's like this rusted guardrail. That's such a good detail. It looks like water has been in these rooms. Like this whole stairwell looks like it's been damp before. It's a very unsettling texture for someone that has never experienced this game before. The the continuous same. You know what I mean? Everything is the same. No matter what floor you were on, it looks like the last floor. The only identifying thing that makes it different is the big number. And that is a huge tension buildup. You've got the ambiance, like the constant droning. What is that droning from? If I were to like spit down the stairwell right now, would I hear it hit anything? Or would eventually, like, the trajectory of it, all I would hit would just be another stair? That's like the big thing is, like, even if I were to hop over this railing right now, just straight down the middle, I would eventually, from falling and the momentum of me pushing myself forward, would end up hitting this bar. At least that's what I think. And it would just lead to a horrible death. You'll never hit the bottom. You'll just hit every single other bar, like snapping your neck all the way down. And we're about to hit the 20s. The ambiance, the absolute despair. That's what I'm gonna call the noise I'm hearing. Just the background despair is just bleeding into my ears right now. Alright, we're about to climb down some more stairs. There was no lore to this game when it came out. I think this was one of the originals. This is one of the... I wouldn't call it a pioneer, because there was another one that came out literally not even long after this one did. It was like 2 or 3 games. I think they were all made by different guys, or else why would they swap engines and art styles? Like, this has got so much bleeding atmosphere to it. Why would you get rid of this and swap to a different one? And then this one just didn't tell you anything. All you just got the slamming door in the beginning, and you just go down and you just make what you want out of it. If you knew nothing about SCP and this was your introduction, this was just a very slow, tensious buildup, and that's what makes some horror really good. It's not even the quick jump in your face. It's what you're not expecting, and when it finally shows up, that's when your fears realize. That's when the panic kicks in. It's not just like I open a door, all of a sudden, a big loud thing. I don't even think this one has a loud thing. I don't remember. It's been a long time. We're gonna find out in a minute, though. We're at like floor 28. I don't remember how far down it goes, but if I was to compare this to the first game that I did for this specific video, then this is like the right amount of speed, at least in my opinion. It's a completely opinionated. I don't feel like I'm slow, but I don't feel like I'm like flying down the stairs. And we'll definitely see a difference within each interpretation of this idea. But yeah, no, if you wanted to know anything about this specific game and you knew nothing about it at the time when it came out and you were just playing it, you'd have to go on the SCP website and do the research yourself. And then you're reading like the original entries for this one. This one was actually a really fun one. This is the thing that introduced the idea of like, oh, Class D are expendable test subjects to me, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, now we're seeing shadow figures. See, I wasn't expecting that. It caught me off guard. Because it caught me off guard, it tripped me up a little bit. And that was something so small. It was so simple. It wasn't just in my face. But yeah, no, this did introduce that whole entire world concept of, all right, it's not just like some guys capturing some like cosmic entities. These guys don't even know what they have. That was another little shadow figure that got me. There was no loud scream though. I wasn't losing my hearing from it. And I think this is something that a lot of newer horror devs need to kind of revisit. It's the idea of subtlety. There is such a thing as subtle horror and like a gradual build up to something more terrifying than just like a quick in the moment, like bam, smack in your face. See, that smacked me in the face, but it didn't scream at me, so I wasn't expecting it still. If I heard the sound cue before that little image ran at me, I would have just been annoyed. I would have been upset. But because I didn't, like even now, you hear that little banging? That's such a subtle, small thing to just add. It sounds like someone's coming up the stairs. Like they're coming to meet us. And as I said before, when we get down, we'll probably get attacked here or the next flight. But when we get to this number here, 40, you're going to tell me that if I'm going to try to outrun what's down there, I'm going to climb 40 flights of stairs? No. No way, bud. That's not happening. And the walls still look damp. It's like this like the floor itself has like a subtle green to it, like a moss. More shadows. More shadow people flying at me. And that like damp moss just makes me feel like there's like a subtleness to even our footsteps that make it sound squishy. These aren't just like solid concrete. We are just walking in like really, really shallow puddles, and it's like sponging in our shoes right now. Our feet are damp. That is like a whole story thing right there. There's just more to stories than just what they show you sometimes. Sometimes you have to actually think about what you're experiencing, and it's beautiful. Alright, we're getting the loud droning yells. I wonder if we'll get to floor 50. That's what I want to know right now. 45. Okay. It's getting louder. It's getting hard. I'm going to have to speak up if I want you guys to hear me. There it is. There it is. I see it. And just like that, it's over. See, like, I have like a thing on my screen right now. So it's kind of, I'll probably put some B-roll up so you guys can have something to look at. But like, the thing is that right there, there was no scream. There was no scary figure coming at me. Back in the day, like, we were still in the early stages of PC gaming. PC gaming wasn't what it was today. So for you to download a random file that has that much atmosphere, that much tension, and for it to just close the second you see the monster, for younger people who didn't know any better, that was terrifying. You'd have to think to yourself, like, did I just get fucking hacked? Did my PC just like get a virus on it? What the fuck just happened? It was honestly really nice. It was like, it's honestly like a nice piece of history. I'm glad that you're able to still find it if you search for it, but no one talks about that version of this game. And there are many versions of this game and this concept, this idea. And we're going to go to the next one.
You are now inside the SCP-087B. Please proceed with caution.
Okay, this one's different. I have not played this one, and it is brick walls. I actually think I remember seeing clips of this in the early days too. Alright, we got some stairs. We got numbers. I think it's interesting that we have some voice lines in here. That's definitely a difference. Now, these stairs wrap around in like a really odd way. So this is definitely a different take on it. I remember seeing this one when I was younger as well. So this is definitely... I don't remember liking this one as much as I like the other one, and I think it has to do with the concept of the hallways making it different. This feels more like a maze than it does a SCP game, you know? So...
Radio communicating. Impossible.
Okay, I could barely understand what that guy was saying. I think as we continue to go in, maybe we'll lose our ability to hear the radio. Oh, we got a little window. Interesting. So there is like a nice little horror ambiance going on. There is some noises, some sound effects that will play. Yep, like that. It sounds like something... Interesting. I'm just like, half of this is me playing it by ear. Alright, 9. We're about to hit the double digits. I don't know how long this one goes on for. We are in kind of like a horror background ambiance loop. 10. It's kind of like someone was breathing down our neck. That's what I think they were trying to go for here. I don't think that's our breath, where we're running out of breath. These are some solid floors, though. Not as damp as I'd like. I mean, like, I've been to older buildings that are brick built at night. I'm in a state where there's lots of brick buildings, so when you're in an area that's just full of bricks like this, it does kind of give off like this claustrophobic darkness. There is no, with all the mortar and pestle, all of the bricks and stuff, the concrete floors and ceilings, there's no way for light to get in without windows. So if you were like in a building that has a bunch of rooms leading into each other, light doesn't really bounce off these types of walls that well. Okay. This interpretation of SCP-087 is definitely interesting. I wish I could no-clip. I want to see, like, what is going on with this place. You know, like I could do like a little zoom-out wraparound. Okay, we got like the creepypasta dog face. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's like the precursor to the backrooms smile we see nowadays. You guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like scary JPEG images have been a thing for such a long time in video games, and we don't even realize it. This is the first time I'm seeing a fork in the road. Interesting. Now that does add like a little bit of a split here, because now I have to make a decision. I'm gonna go with the right one, because I usually hug left. And it's a pit. We don't have to drop down that pit. Let's go this way. It is allowing us to backtrack. There is no game over for going backwards. Interesting. I like that it gave us a choice to get out fast instead of continuing on. Do you think this is going to have a loud screeching jump scare? Unlike the other ones? $20. So we can still go. I don't know how long we're going to go for. Okay. Alright, guys. That one also just booted me to desktop from where it was. So it did a lot of the same stuff the first one did, but there was the seeing the little horror JPEG. That really made me, that kind of took me back a little bit, because I was like not expecting it. And it wasn't because it was scary, it was just because of the realization of how long horror JPEGs have been a thing. Alright, next one. Okay, here we are. This is the last... I remember visiting this place 10 years ago. This is the last one that I know about. After this one, I have no idea what we're entailed for as far as staircase games go, what they add, what they change, what they do differently. So this is the only one, to my knowledge, that starts us outside. This has got a very heavy PS1 graphic style. And this is the one where I played for a video. You know what? I'll put a clip of that up right now for like 0.2 or 3 seconds. Yeah, I guess I can't go that way. And this guy apparently remembers this as his childhood home, which is apparently a sewage plant. Alright, yeah, no, that's all you're gonna get out of that, only because that video got copyrighted. I don't feel like disputing a copyright on this video if I can avoid getting copyright claimed. So he just said that this is a house. Clearly it's not a house, but let's go inside. I mean, what house has a vent and a barred off area? I wonder if I'll get copyright claimed, actually. Just for playing this game. Alright, we were able to open that door. This game's interesting because it does utilize a jump button. We have a crouch feature. And it gives us a puzzle. The other games so far haven't really given us a puzzle. They've given us decisions, at least in one case. feel like I should go down this stairway. Okay. Well, there goes our exit. We are never leaving this stairway. And yep, this is the original one I remember playing. We got the numbers on the wall. We got concrete. We got a railing. It's interesting because it's like every single game has had like a different kind of texture to it. But we've... Interesting. We've got like different sound cues. We've had different types of little spooks per each one. There's different ambiance. This is just silent. There's not even... You could hear a pin drop in here. So... There's like a little water noise I just heard. Yeah, there it is again. But it's almost unsettling how much clarity there is to the sound effects you'll hear, because it does add a little bit more. We got a box. See, I like that. I like the idea that someone else, aside from us, got trapped down here. Like, there's evidence of people being in this staircase other than us. And as I said before, you can kind of tell by looking up. You can see the staircase going up. You can see the staircase going down. You can tell that this does just kind of feel like an empty, dark, dingy stairwell. Now we got some ambiance going on. We got some different textures here, like a locker. That does add more to it. It does make me feel like there's more progress to be made. There's little landmarks. I wonder if we'll find it, because I remember the first time I played this, I don't think there was landmarks. Maybe the game updated it since 2013, and I haven't been paying attention to it all these years. So there's going to be some differences. Maybe I'll public that video sometime. Who knows? We got a brick wall texture. Well, I mean, those are more like cinder blocks, if anything, but they're colored reddish, like clay. Floor 16. Nothing's happened yet. There's just more to look at, you know? I wonder if we'll see corruption in this. I wonder if that itch.io got its DNA from this version of the game specifically. I'm not sure. I can't claim it. But this is the one that I did my first full playthrough of all those years ago. This is the one I'm more familiar with. I did not watch anybody play this game. Okay. Interesting. And we're going at like a decent pace. I don't feel like I'm sprinting down these stairs. We got a puddle. Interesting. I feel like we are going quickly down the stairs. This isn't like the pace I would set for my... I'd make it just like slightly slower. Alright, then we got a shadow. It came out of the wall. It was fast. That got me a little bit. We got blood. That's supposed to be blood, but it actually just kind of looks like someone spilled some cherry soda. Another electrical thing. What does the electrical panel go to? There's no lights in here. But that's like the thing about it, is it's endless. Endless. Look at that. That's actual bricks compared to the cinder blocks all the way upstairs. So we get different types of wall. Alright, that there's a blood stain if I've ever saw one. Floor 29. We got more sounds. I like that. We got a hole. Instead of it being construction material, it is just void. That's interesting. Record that in your little documents and send that up to the scientists, you know what I'm saying? We're not Class D, though. This game kind of puts us in the shoes of someone who just stumbled upon this place. Maybe we're like an Amazon delivery driver or something. A little mail guy, a little parcel dude, someone that just breaks into random factories and is like, I know there's a staircase in that factory, I just gotta get in there. Okay, that was unexpected. I didn't know that was gonna happen. That's cool. I thought we didn't have electricity, but I guess we have like There's a dim light or something somewhere that I can't see. Oh! Oh, look at that! Scary JPEG. I'll get another box. I wonder if we're gonna see some game looping going on here. We got a crying baby. Somewhere in this building is a crying baby. Will we ever find it? I don't know. Probably not. We are just leisurely traveling down this staircase, though. I wonder what's going to happen next. What are we going to see? Another locker? Alright, yeah, no, I think we're starting to see a copy-paste happen here. The only difference being the numbers. We'll see, though. Okay, no, because first time I saw yellow puddle, now we're seeing red puddle. 46. I do kind of like the creepy music. Okay, we got a block off. I don't remember that. Okay, alright, interesting. And then we got a pit. Well, what if we don't want to go down the pit? It's not really giving us a choice. We could go back up, but I think that's going to be a dead end. I don't think we're going to get anything out of going up, so I think we have to go down the pit. It's interesting that this is a thing that happened twice to me, where they're like, you have to go down the pit. Alright, let's see what happens. It might close the game, it might game over us. Let's at least quench that curiosity thirst. Okay, now there's no way to return. Oh, propane tank. How do they refill that? That's gonna be crazy. Okay, we're in another staircase. It just keeps going. We got more intense music going on. There's that moss I was talking about. I like that. We like our moss. Bloody handprint, that's a nice little detail. The crying baby sounds kind of closer. Now we drop down a hole, so if we see the entity and it gives us a chance to run, there's no way we can outrun it. There's nowhere we could go. Oh! Oh! Okay, I got like moved a little bit there. I wonder if that mail guy came further down here, if we're gonna find another package. Could you imagine, like, you just get, like, a mail delivery order, and it's, like, yeah, at the bottom of the deepest fucking staircase. SCP-087 just wants to eat some, like, some special snacks that you can only get online. So he has people deliver it to him. He says his apartment's at the bottom of the stairwell. You've got, like, Prime Delivery coming down here, like, hello. Them in their little gray vans, parking outside. There was a truck parked out here. It did look like it was like a covered truck. You could have some packages down there. 60 floors. God damn. This one might be our longest one yet. Though we could be getting closer to the end. How far down are they gonna make us go before they're like, all right, we're gonna cut the cord. We're gonna birth this human into the end of the game. I don't know why I used that imagery. Don't imagine birth right now. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got the option to run away. Ah, we're too slow. And look at that. That was kind of fun. I like that one. They even included little hands coming at you. I will say, I kind of wish that they give you more of a chance to run in these, because so far we haven't had a real chance to run. I wonder if there's gonna be, yeah, it's over. Alright, how many of you guys have actually climbed down this far into the video, huh? I know, bad pun. Alright, so, from here on out, everything that's gonna be shown is a Steam game. And I paid for a couple of these. I put money into this video just so you guys can see the difference in quality between the itch.io community, which was the very first one, and then the 3 random indie underground guerrilla devs that just made 3 different SCP-087 games that are almost uncomparable, aside from the fact that there's a staircase. And now let's dive right in. Let's see where this goes, because I don't know what a higher production, you pay money to play type game would look like for this concept. So okay, right off the bat, we're recording. This is what I've been greeted to. There's a season for this game. What the hell? All right, this is SCP-087. This is the menu screen. The other ones didn't really have a menu screen, so it's interesting that we have a menu screen to click from at all. I guess we can call this an okay menu screen compared to the lack of up until this point. So far, I have got no audio. There's nothing. We can go to options. There is music and sound effects. We are at full screen. Oh, okay, and there's an achievements. What the fuck is all of this? There's a main story, a special, and a collection. Apparently, there's like things we can find. There's chapters. There's 2 chapters. Gaze into the Abyss and Abysmal Descent. What? Alright, well, I don't... More yahahaha game. I think they might be the ones that made this. We're gonna just hop in. Okay, now we got some audio. Okay, that's just a skybox. Are we just like in an open pit and the ladder just stops? Huh. I feel less contained in this game than I did in the other ones, just because of this specifically. It's a nitpick, but like still. We've already got bloodstains, our movement speed's kind of slow. There are lamps scattered everywhere. I do have a sprint button. Okay. I can't jump, I can't crouch. I can't interact with this lamp. There's another lamp down there. We have a button. Okay. I do kind of like that the lamps do seem to give off a different hue from each other. That's kind of neat. I don't see that a lot in video games. Okay, interesting. I feel like this is more open than it needs to be. We got some bugs. That's interesting. We didn't have any moving things other than shadows and JPEGs in the former games. Interesting. It doesn't stop either. We got, like, detached feet. Okay, we got a little bit of bells. Are they gonna give me a flashlight? That was a $4 jump scare right there, if I've ever seen it. And T for... Oh, what the hell? Why would you do that? Why would you add a fog layer in front of the flashlight like that? Like, the rest of the area doesn't have this thick fog, but the second I turn the light on, look. What the fuck is that? Like, the lamps don't have that. That's so inconsistent. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We got a hole in the floor. Was that a quick save dial in the bottom corner here? It looks like there's a thing down here. Wow, the random cloud texture I'm running into is adding absolutely nothing. I can't interact with this phone. I can't turn this lamp on. They've got pull cords. Oh, it wants me to answer the phone. Let's hear this beautiful voice acting. I'm done with that. Let's keep moving. We got a body bag. Their knees are up. Is that rigor mortis I see right there? Rigor mortis. Okay, interesting. We got a head. I can drag the head if I wanted to. I can't rotate it though. I'm taking it with me. If I can have a little head friend, we're gonna name this head. We're gonna name this head Timmy. Timmy's coming with us. Come on, Timmy. I guess I could kind of rotate the head. We got more crying. All right, so that's like a nice little consistency. Is if there's like someone crying. Come on, Timothy. Come on. I thought I lost Timothy for a second. Like, I dragged too fast and I dropped him. Oh, Timmy, your head's not supposed to spin like that. I didn't do that. Look ahead. Your eyes here. Yep, we're really in ambiance territory here. All right, you know what, Timmy? You're acting a little deranged, and scout ahead for us, can you? All right, we got more body bags. What coroner/police have the time, you know, to come down all these stairs and start bagging up bodies? There were feet up there, too. Oh my god, violin. A violin scary. I mean, yeah, if you live in, like, Georgia. Remember that scene from Deliverance? It gets me every time. Oh, dude, we have friends? Dude, we got two heads now. All right, hold on. Wait, why can't I not drag the other head? But I can drag this head. Whatever. Timmy, don't socialize with this degenerate. He doesn't want to join us for our adventure. He doesn't have to. There's like a weird texture effect happening when I get close to the bottom of each staircase where it looks like the texture's kind of moving. You see that, right? Like there's like a particle effect down here. It's distorting the texture a bit. I found the violin player. He's down there. I'm gonna make him squeal like a pig. Alright, I ain't seen anything. We're gonna take this and just keep tossing him down the stairs. I wonder if it'll tell us run up the stairs, but because there's so many stairs, I don't even know what floor we're on, you know? I like the detail where it tells us what floor we're on. I will say, these are some adequately rusty railings, but they don't look like railings. These just look like 3D polygons that they attached in a way to make it look like a railing. They were like, yeah, this is worth $4 worth of effort. I don't know, man. The guy that doesn't charge any... What's that? There's a man at the bottom of the staircase right now having a seizure, and I'm gonna have to go and say hi to him. But you know what? We're gonna have Timmy here go say hi first. Timmy, tell the man that we're friendly so that we can continue down the staircase. I haven't heard back from our negotiator, so we're just gonna have to keep on going. Is that a clown face? Is SCP-087 face copyrighted? Are we not allowed to use that for an SCP-087 game? Look at that. Look at that. The fog texture goes away right when we get to this lamp. Maybe we're breathing in some bad fumes, Timmy. Maybe that's why we're seeing all these weird textures. It would be kind of nice if you spent the extra 5 minutes connecting these so it could be one continuous railing. Instead, now I'm thinking to myself that there's a construction company out there. Oh my god, it was in my face! There's like a construction company out there that like installed each rail system individually, and then they just kept going instead of it being like some sort of otherworldly type thing. Oh my god, rattling chains, ghost noises. Are you gonna do like the thunder crack noise from Scooby-Doo next? Let me add that in right now so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. You're gonna do that? You're gonna add that little thunder clap? Little Scooby-Doo thunder noise? My 1960s cartoons. What happens if I turn the light off? It just becomes pitch black. The flashlight's a necessity here. I do kind of like that little feature of having a flashlight. A lot of these staircase games lack light sources, so it's interesting we got the worst flashlight on the planet. And when I say the worst, I mean like, oh, I feel like if I were to go downstairs and find the dimmest flashlight in my house, which is going to be an LED like this one, you could tell this is LED based off how much clarity there is, how much whiteness there is in the bulb. That's an LED bulb. If I were to take an LED light bulb right now that's dim in my house and flash it down my staircase at night with the lights off, you're going to see the bottom of the staircase. So I don't understand why, like, the creative decision is to not have the light hit the bottom and reflect off the walls. Like, the walls are dark enough. At least give me, like, a... What is it called? Is it a halogen bulb? Those old-timey, like, wire bulbs where it's a light being done by, so that way you can justify the dimness of the bulb. If you had like a dim light bulb that was fire infused. Look, another Timmy. Can I take this Timmy too? Oh, we can have 2 Timmys now. 1 Timmy, 2 Timmy. Then we got the autosave function. Dude, we're doing really good at going down these stairs. Is that a sundial? What is that? Oh, well, we have 2 Timmys. Can I put 1 Timmy inside the hole here? We did something correct. Apparently, we were supposed to put the Timmy into the weird Aztec sundial. Getting a lot of, like, indigenous Aztec iconography in my horror games lately. Like, they're like, yeah, we got the death whistle, and it sounds like someone screaming. You scream that down a hole or a tube, and oh, the guy on the other side's like freaking out, and you think someone's dying. But like, I've seen enough videos about it now where it's like, it doesn't bother me. But aside from that, I've been seeing a lot of videos where they're using the... Oh, look, is that the bottom? Interesting. Where I'm seeing, like... Timmy, there's a dead end here. Why are we getting these... Weird. You couldn't program in an animation for that? I know I'm being hypercritical, but I paid money for this game, so I can be a dick about it. Down the stairs you go, Timmy. Yep, there's the bottom of the stairs, or at least that's what it looks like, or is that just a whole ass building? Timmy, we're gonna keep going. Oh, dude, Timmy! Timmy, it's the Pennywise room where the giant spider comes in and tries to kill us. Timmy, you don't look so hot. You look kind of sick. Are these, like, mushrooms that have, like, octopus tentacle cups on them? That's weird. Alright, we can keep going down, Timmy. Let's hit the button. Alright, let's go. Right down in this elevator. How tall are we, dude? That elevator's massive. The buttons were, like, 6 feet off the ground. Abyssal descent? They didn't even give us Timmy. They took Timmy away. They took away our flashlight, too. This is the exact same as the first one. But the walls are different. They actually decided to close. Like, if you started me off here, this would make more sense. The first starting area doesn't make sense compared to this. This is... Is there going to be a Season 3? Is this what they released for Season 2? Like, the dev was like, oh, I have a program, I have a plan, and we're gonna have seasons. There's gonna be multiple seasons of SCP-087 where I just remake the same game, copy and paste, and then after that we're gonna just change textures. We're gonna swap what texture files we use for the walls. This is more of like a solid concrete wall opposed to the last one. Get out of here. Don't tell me what to do. We're gonna get on the side. That time it got me. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the quiet. I saw it first, it made the noise, and then it ran away. That's what got me. Okay, now we got pictures. Dude, scary JPEG 27. Oh, it's a red key. There's SCP whatever his name is. Is that a lobotomy stick? That's weird that you, like, you could see the key behind the painting. So that, like, I thought it was just a thing to grab, but apparently it was behind the painting, and I didn't catch that. But now we have another door we could go down. Item number 2. Right, you can't see that, but there was an animation for turning the key. All right, there is a door we can open. We can go in here. We got another Timmy. We got some chemicals, a book, a bloody sink. Dude, I wonder if we're gonna get like that Silent Hills PT little baby fetus in the sink type deal. Dude, why can't I take Timmy with me? He had a select thing and now he doesn't. Did I glitch Timmy out? Alright, so I can't move Timmy. I hope I didn't just break the game and we needed Timmy. Maybe they'll give us a second Timmy. Rigor mortis. And then we can continue to do our pot. See, look, there's Timmy again. It's the same sound effect. It's like they literally... Alright, now I can't pick Timmy up again. They patched Timmy. Season 2 is the Timmy patch. You can't move Timmy's head. I wonder if there is, like, fall damage in this game. Did they even think that far ahead? I'm so sad. Shut up. Oh, now they're running at me. They're running at me now. From where? If I flip my head, I'm not going to get jumped at. You know, Season 2 isn't really adding too much. The door into random bedroom DLC isn't really making this game feel like it was worth it to the players that spent money on this. Like, how many people fell victim to this? Whether the zeitgeist of SCP was full swing, and they were excited for, like, something that looked a little bit more fully realized than the original SCP-087 games. And then they get this fucking thing. Alright, we're just gonna keep walking. Deliverance guy's gone. Battle banjos. Battle violins. Look, there he is. Bye. He's gonna be behind us? Nope. You got another lamp. Oh, dude, we can walk into the lamp. Oh, it's so white. That actually kind of hurt my eyes to, like, swap from such brightness to this dim, dark, this dumb, stupid darkness. It's, like, funny. They layer the walking noises, but if you turn around immediately, you get the scare, and then you still get the walk noises. This isn't even, like, a fun haunted house version of this game. We've literally just played better versions of this game. It's like, yeah, this did exactly technically what I wanted it to be. It's technically a game. You'll walk down some stairs. Spooky things occasionally happen, and sometimes there's some, like, storytelling with items, but this just feels so cheap. It feels so uninspired, and it just feels like the person that made it didn't care. They cared more about the fact they could slap a dollar sign on it and make some money off of some people who genuinely cared about this experience. Oh, dude, you're telling me you have a bathroom DLC? Oh, look at that little face. Can I pick this Timmy up? Alright, yeah, no, it won't let me pick it up. I can't complete the weird Aztec fire blood ritual over here because the Timmy head patch went through. Oh my god, wow. Wow, to be continued? Fat fucking chance, dude. I don't think this is gonna get continued. Hold on, let me go to the Steam page. I'll let you know when it got released. Okay, alright, that screen was too quick for me, but I have the option to turn off and on the lighter. This one is a remake.
You are now inside the SCP-087B. Please proceed with caution.
Oh, I'm gonna turn the volume on this game a little bit. I don't have much to work with, but I have a little bit. Alright, so as we remember from the original one, it is brick hallways, but this is remake in Unreal Engine 4. This is the Steam game that's completely free. You could play this one if you want. If you can find the other ones, you could do the same. Okay, so the lighter is actually doing something that does actually add to it. Number one, Before it was on this wall, now it's on this one, so you can blatantly see it. I do like that addition. I can't see that much further ahead than I used to be able to. Okay, floor 2. I can sprint. That is a new feature. I wonder if I'll be able to outrun the guy. I think before there was an option to outrun him. That time I could actually understand what he was saying. He was saying that the radio signal's getting weaker. What the fuck is that? I wonder how much lighter fluid we got in this Zippo, because that could be a contributing factor to... Alright, that's a 5. I will say they should probably go back through and double check some of those textures. But this is completely free. I can't be mad at it. Alright, we've got this again. Okay, that's odd. Huh.
You are now inside the SCP-087
So,
Proceed with caution.
before that was a pit, but now it's just if you walk too close, you trigger a death. And it was weird seeing a health bar for a second, because I wasn't expecting to have a health thing. Let's sprint. Let's just run ahead. Let's try to catch up. I don't know if we have a stamina bar or anything.
The radio signal seems to be getting weaker.
Having a sprint function does make it easier to get to where we were, though. 5. Alright, here we are. Is it randomized? That felt a little different. 6.
Radio communication impossible. Good luck.
Alright, I think once we get past here, we're gonna stop getting radio transmissions. Yeah, I think maybe it's randomized. Maybe they've got, like, different things, so it's a more unique experience every time you play it. That's kind of a nice added feature to this, since before, we're not gonna go right this time, we're gonna go left. Alright, that was the correct way. Interesting. The sounds and noises sound like I have this at max volume. There's no options menu for me to edit the settings, as you can see here. But it does sound a bit quieter than I was expecting. And that is a little bit of a thing. We're on floor A, or 8, whatever that says. That's what floor we're on. We're going to keep going. It being slightly randomized... Oh, there it is! Okay, yep, it's too quick. We can't do anything. I try to run from it, it's too fast. That also kind of somewhat showed 087, but it didn't at the same time. It's a short game. Oh, dude, I have a lean function? Dude, that's how you know we're on Unreal Engine 8, is if we can peek the fucking SCP before he comes and murders us. Alright. I think that's it for this one. Let's go to the most expensive SCP game. Okay, we're at the last game on my list of SCP-087 games that I felt like doing. I was kind of like, 7's a big number. I feel like that's good. There's no... I pretend that there's no SCP after SCP-087 specifically. I mean, like, SCP-088... Do you even know what that is off the top of your head? I bet you have to look it up right now. I don't feel like doing that. So we're going to stop at 7 different SCP-087 games, unless you guys in the comment section are like, I found this really niche one that's like a AAA, like, horror movie experience. And as you could tell, there's actual video going on here. I don't know who the fuck that guy is or what that note is, but we're gonna go down some stairs, and this time it's gonna be different. We got history, free run options, about, and exit. What's the difference between history and about? I don't know. Let's click options. That's all you get, baby. English, and I'm gonna say Ukrainian. We got 3 options here. Oh, that's free run. We clicked free run. It just throws us in, and then we close the game. Fantastic. That is a game I spent 2 minutes on. I'm kidding. We're gonna go back in. Weird how it doesn't just launch the game. I have to click it each time. So if I click history and I click this.
What we work for? For the peace in the world? For saving people? No. We're like butchers who don't have mercy on anyone. Our lives are like chips on the playing board. Firstly we gain them, and then we go all in, losing everything. I am too deep in my mind. There is no elevated prose to change the situation. The end is near, but there is something lingering in my mind. I'd better get deep down and tune out in the moment when I met the little guy for the first time.
A little guy?
Investigation's been approved by the people having 4th level of admission.
Thanks. Starting immediately. Well, it's best of all to start with the recording of our first discovery, the object SCP-087.
Okay. Alright, interesting. Okay, we got a little camera. 1080p. What is a... Okay, we got a flashlight. This kind of reminds me of the second game in this video I showcased. Interesting. We cannot sprint.
It's fucking dark.
Is your flat alarm functioning properly?
Yeah, it's working. It just won't light the stairs all the way down.
Thank you. Please continue.
You know, maybe I'm wrong about the flashlights. Maybe I should reconsider the lore. Okay, we got the curved staircase again. Really rusty pipes. I feel like we're way slower than before. I will say, being able to see our own legs kind of ruins the illusion that we're stepping on every stair as intended. We're like skipping stairs. We're walking down these stairs in a really funky way. Also, this is like the round staircase, but it seems dry. You know what I'm saying? Like this used to be like a plaster painted type staircase, but now all the paint has flaked off and the plaster's starting to chip away. We're starting to see the concrete. We got our big number 2, just like we wanted. I do kind of like the camera overlay. That's kind of neat. I do like that we are a Class D individual. I think this is the first time that we've been acknowledged as a Class D person.
Reason for stopping.
You hear that? There is a fucking kid down there. Sounds like one.
Could you please describe the sound?
It's young. Either female or a very young boy. It's crying.
Can you estimate distance from your current location?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Maybe 200 meters down.
Please continue down the next flight.
I appreciate that I can kind of understand what they're saying, but due to the... I'd say that the filters on the voices, it does make it a bit harder to understand. I would say, as someone with hearing issues, it would be nice to have
Can you
subtitles.
still hear the crying?
Yes.
We are picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any change in the audio or environment.
Alright, now I hear the crying they're talking about. But yeah, no, some subtitles would go a long way for this game. Ooh, Shadow Person. I do feel like I'm in a very cinematic experience compared to the others, though. This one's more high effort. This one was the most expensive at, I think I spent $5 on this game. Oh my god. The Shadow Man come at me. I do like that I can see up. I like that I can see down. I wish there was a touch guardrail option, even though I wouldn't personally do that. I will say that this railing is interesting. A metal rounded rail with a support bar in the middle on every floor, but the other part of it is attached to wood. That seems like a structurally complex thing to install. It looks man-made, but it also doesn't. That's a little interesting. I wish we could sprint. I wish we could walk a tiny bit faster. Just a tiny bit. 4 minutes so far on the 6th of October. Oh, wait, no, that's what date I'm recording on. I find it interesting and somewhat intrusive that the game would be able to know that. I did have to, like, accept a firewall thing when I launched the game. That made me feel a little uneasy. I'm like, oh, they're gonna start crypto mining and stealing my data as I'm playing the game, but it looks like maybe they're just using my date and time settings. Oh boy. Shadow Man. Man, someone really needs to give that baby some milk. I thought we were free from the baby for like 0.2 seconds, and I was dead wrong. Alright, well, yeah, you know, I've climbed so many staircases in the past couple days for this video that I'm starting to hate stairs. But not for, like, the horror aspect of it. For the monotony of it. The horror is becoming less about...
Keep going?
Please.
The horror is becoming less about, what could be at the bottom. It's more or less just the labor of having to climb down an endless staircase. Get this guy a goddamn iPod or something. Like a tape deck player. Give him a video now. Give him a, what's that thing where you put the chip and it's got one song on it? And it only has pop songs from the 90s and early 2000s. Get him one of those. And some really shitty earbuds. Give me something. Look, I'm flicking the light. Did you guys think that was in the game? No, I did that. Our battery's going down. So when we hit like halfway battery, what then? We're going so goddamn slow, I bet we could quickly go up the stairs and we'd be fine if we like got to a quarter battery, but like when we get to 10% battery, what would we do then, huh? Is this guy just being sent to death? I mean, technically that kind of makes sense lore-wise, since Class D are expendable. Well, don't you want to have some Class D come back for multiple experiments? I don't know. Floor 19, Shadow Man. Ooh, he's gone. We just keep getting the same thing. I feel like this is more accurate to the story itself. Like they just verbatim took the passages of each excerpt from the SCP-078 story and just made that into a game. Which, I mean, I understand if like a diehard fan wants that, but that just means that they didn't expand upon it. Like, there's nothing interesting that makes it stand out. Like, if at the end of this, I feel like there's gonna be another level. There's gonna be 3 more levels, perchance, and we're gonna see some different cutscenes and stuff. I can't believe I've been recording for more than 10 minutes. Okay. There hasn't really been any scenery changes or dynamic swaps. We just begin in the same exact Shadow Man right here every fucking time.
I'm not getting any fucking closer to the kid.
Noted. Please continue.
We're not gonna get to the kid, buddy. That kid's a red herring. We're gonna die. This is death. You hear the breathing? That means there's a Shadow Man up ahead. They do that every time there's a Shadow Man. There's a little bit of breathing. Floor 25. $26. I miss the Amazon delivery service boxes. Give me something here. Give me a bloody handprint. Give me some... Or give me a random lamp that doesn't make any sense. Give me a bottle. Like an empty bottle. Right here. I feel like I need something to talk about. Oh, Shadow Guy. Right where I said he'd be. And he disappears. He just fucks right off. This damn baby. This damn baby, Shadow Man. Shadow Man, this baby at the bottom of the stair. You keep on crying. I got this breathing in our ear. What if we turn the flashlight off? What then are you gonna do? What if I just... Oh, I'm already at the bottom. Sweet, floor 30, turn it off. Let's let the next floor be a surprise. Is there even anything down here? I'm not gonna know. Alright, turn the corner. Stairs, off. Keeping it fun and interesting. And we're at the bottom of the stair. Now we go down the next staircase. There won't be anything happening. I will say the cinematic delivery of this game kind of makes... Oh, did you see that? Shadow Man did a cool fucking vert trick. He was grinding on that rail right there. Manual into a kickflip into the fucking rail grind over there, trying to get those ×3 points. Just trying to get his special score up. Look up. Look down. Look around. Wow. Wowzers. I'm gonna start jump cutting. Shadow Man. So just make me slightly faster. Give me a speed boost. Give this guy some Nikes. He ain't going fucking anywhere. The first game on this video was too fast. The last game on this video is too slow. How does that make any sense?
I'm not feeling well.
You have spent a long time in the dark. Unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue.
Fuck!
Hey, there it
what
is.
the fuck is that? Shit! Holy fucking shit! What the fuck?
Can you please describe what you see?
It's some sort of fucking person face thing. And it's fucking looking right at me. Fuck. Fuck! Fuck, it's looking right at me!
Is it moving?
No, it just started at me. Fuck. Fuck, it's creepy.
Please approach and further eliminate the entity.
Holy shit!
His behavior is in no way different from that of a normal person.
Yeah.
At the beginning of our joint studies of SCP-087, he behaved adequately. The delinquency started to emerge much later.
Give this man a fucking fan. Get him an AC. Bro's sweating on his keyboard. What are you even reading? What is that? Is that just the report of the video that you don't have? Because you have to send someone down there to get it, but there's no way, like, how would you? You know? I'm gonna post this on his Instagram. He's gotta get all of his followers up. Felt cute, might delete later. Who you gonna call? You said like one large pizza.
Acquiring missing Dr. Byers things. Okay, I'm waiting.
I expect that pizza in 30 minutes. 30 minutes or less. It's gonna have extra sausage on it.
Man, you better get that right. Of what could happen to him. But it's not really probable as no one breaks the rule of housing. It's dangerous not only for one person, but for all people surrounding him. Well, while I'm waiting, I'd better study the notes of our research. Because all my groundless suppositions still remain suppositions.
What the fuck? Alright, history. Okay, there's no others. And then there's just free run. Alright, I'm gonna give this like 2 seconds. Is there a difference? Before we had cutscenes, this one might not actually have any audio, but if it like stops and our character has a goddamn dialogue to slow us down further to build up tension through storytelling, I'm gonna flip my lid. Because it just means that we just skipped a cutscene to play the same game. Floor number 1. Alright, I'm done here. I've seen enough. Alright, I have some very vocal thoughts about this game specifically, due to it being released in 2018, and it's still being in early access at the time of the video being posted, which is 2025. There is some controversy about this game. The last news post that they posted was in 2018, before they just stopped updating the player base that paid for the game entirely. There was some arguments inside their discussions about IP rights to SCP-087 and who could own it, but apparently SCP Foundation, all the stories that are posted on there are Creative Commons. It can be used for anything, so that's less of a controversy. The bigger controversy being the fact that the game devs have not uploaded the game devs haven't updated the game. They're not going to. And before they used to actually charge $10 for this, they lowered the price so that you wouldn't notice that you're still getting ripped off. They're like, oh, then everyone was getting mad at us for a $10 Abandonware game, so if we make it a $5 Abandonware game, it's not going to get that much flack. But they just decided they weren't going to update the game and not tell anybody, and they still have it up on the Steam page. Apparently, a horror game curator on Steam even tried to call them out on potentially being a game company that has committed fraud before in order to take people's money, but nowhere, it didn't go anywhere. And now we're still stuck with this game that was abandoned in 2018. And they got my money. I'm going to leave a bad review. And at the time of posting this, we'll see if it gets taken down or not. If it's still up there and you guys can see it publicly, then they've straight up abandoned it. But if it gets taken down by the devs themselves, then you'll know that they're still watching this game and are not going to update it, and they will screw you for your money. Anyways, I don't really know what I was doing with this video, but if I had to rank which games were good and which ones weren't, the originals are probably going to be on the top of that ranking, followed by the itch.io game, the Unreal Engine game also being in the A tier of whatever tier list I'm making, and then the last two games being F tier. Just F tier games. I don't recommend them. They cost money. All the other games that were played in this video are completely free. You can find them for free and just play them for free. Unlike these other ones. You could still donate to the itch.io developer. I would suggest it. I also suggest that developer slows down the pacing of their game. That game is way too fast, and that's initially what made me make this video to begin with. I just didn't expect there to be games that were worse. And that's the lesson I've learned in this video. Alright, that's all. Bye-bye. Real quick, just as I finished fucking making this video, I discovered that there were like more fucking staircase games to climb down. So if you want more staircase games, tell me you want more staircase games. I'll make another.